वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। हरे कृष्णा। श्लोक नंबर 13 we were seeing एको नानात्वम् अन्विच्छन् योगतल्पात् समुत्थितः वीर्यं हिरण्मयं देवो मायया विसृजत्तिथा। So here in this sloka, Devaha means who? So very small Bhagavatam and big phenomena. So that's why one sloka is telling about the many things. Actually, inside many are there. In this sloka, you are seeing Devaha Mayaya. That means Vesrujat Tridha Vesrujat Hiranmayam Viryam Tridha Vesrujat. What is this actually? What it is indicating? If you see the translation, the Lord, while lying on his bed of mystic slumber, generated the seminal symbol golden in hue through external energy out of his desire to manifest varieties of living entities from himself alone. So who is doing this? Who is doing this? Who is desiring to become many? And who created this? Uh, who who created this Hiranmayam Viryam? Who released? And who woke up from the Yoga Nidra? Gokulanand Prabhu.
When Karana Dakashai woke up from Yoga Nidra, he had the intention to create again. And when Garbo,
Here in this Vesrujat is the Kriya, is the verb. So who is the subject for this?
Ekaha,
Huh?
Ekaha
Subject.
is in
Huh?
Pratama.
Karta. Subject. Devaha. Who is that Devaha? Which Vishnu? Huh? Karananusaya Vishnu. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Who released this Hiranmayam Viryam? Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Then you are saying Devaha means Karnano Sai Vishnu. What is the right? What is the right answer? Radha Govardhan Prabhu.
Vishnu.
Hare Krishna. So what is said in this sloka and what is the understanding? Huh? Who wrote? Akinchan Krishna Prabhu. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Okay. Jai Gopinath Prabhu. What do you want to comment on this?
Prabhu, through the external energy, out of his desire to manifest, so this is looking like Karanodaka Sai Vishnu who wants to become many as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So through the external energy, he created the Pradhana, which is golden in hue. Yes, he also mystic slumber only because he wakes up, then creation comes, and when he closes his eyes, everything winds up. So all those things match for Karanodaka Sai Vishnu.
Yes, you came to almost all right approach. Here you should take here. These actions, if you see, are matching Karanano Sai Vishnu with the Karanano Sai Vishnu and also with the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So yesterday I was discussing this, but I was hurry, and whatever we learn, we'll learn nicely, and whatever we don't have time, then we'll leave it. What is actually happening in the sloka, if you see, so sleeping, yogatalpa samuttitaha means he woke up from the yogatalpa means bed. Yogatalpa means it's a yogic bed. From that he woke up. Who woke up? Both woke up. Karanano Sai Vishnu also and also Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. That's why here you can take both. Now first you take the Karanano Sai Vishnu. How to take? Ekaha pralaye swamshan jivan atmani vilapya ekatvena astitaha. So that means Karanano Sai Vishnu, when last devastation, what happened? All the jivas entered into him. All jivas entered into him, and then he was in slumber. So he was sleeping after that pralaya. So how much time we don't know, but he was sleeping. So then ekaha pralaye swamshan jivan atmani vilapya ekatvena sthita. That means these jivas are his own amshas and they are in him. Vilapya ekatvena astita. He is alone at that time after the final devastation. Anu anantaram. In the sloka Anu is there. You can take this sloka for the Karanano Sai Vishnu. Now I am taking this sloka for the Karanano Sai Vishnu. Anu. Anu means anantaram. Then after that what he did? Nanatvam anvichan. Nanatvam icchan. Anu means anantaram. Nanatvam Icchan. That means he wants to be many. Sushtikale Nanatvam Icchan. Taneva Jivatmanah Sakashat Vibhaktan Kurvan Yoga Eva Talpam Shaya Tasmat Iti Mahapralaye Ratri Sthaniye Shayitva Sushtikale Pratar Uttitah San Devaha. What is happening? He was sleeping night, all the jivas in him, and so day, that means that is a night actually. You may ask now, where is the sun and these things, but those are all not there here. There was the night, and he was sleeping that whole night, and pratar uttitaha. So he is waking up morning. And who is that? This Karananusaya Vishnu is waking up morning. Sustikale. So that means that is a morning time. In that morning time, he is waking up from his bed. It's Shaya. That means Adisheshu. So on that he is sleeping. So from that bed, he is waking up and he is desiring to become many. That means whatever jivas are there inside, he got a desire to become many. So Sushtikale Nanatvanmichan Taneva Jivatmanaha Sakashad Vibhaktan Kurvan Yoga Eva Talpam Shayat Tasmad Iti Mahapralayera. So that means then he is waking up and Devaha. Here it is said that Devaha. So Pratar Uttitah San Devaha Divyan Purushaha. Divyan Purushaha. That means he is effulgent. Divyan Purushaha. Devaha is means Divyan Purushaha. He is a Devaha. What he did? Mayaya. Then sloka Mayaya is there. You take Mayaya. Mayaya Swashaktya Mahatattvadini Srishtva. Mayaya Swashaktya Mahatattvadini. He created the Mahat and all. By this Maya, 23 elements are created. After creating that, then what he did? Sushtva Taihi Karya Bhutam Viryam Hiranmayam Kanakavaranam Prakasha Bahulam Brahmandam. That means all these 23 elements together is in the what form? It is known as Hiranmayam. Hiranmayam is the one which is in the golden color. That is known as Hiranmayam. So this total 23 elements are in Hiranmayam. This total. That's why here Mayaya Hiranmayam Viryam means all the 23 elements together is in the golden color actually. Hiranmayam means Kanakavaranam. That means gold color. This 23 elements in the gold color. And this is Prakasha Bahulam. So Prakasha Bahulam Brahmandam Savarnam Asrujat iti Maha Samishti Srustihi. This is known as Maha Samishti Srishti. This is Savarnam Asrujatiti Brahmandam Prakasha Bahulam I'm taking my step back. Sorry. I will go back and forth in this chapter, but you also go with me. 23 elements are created, okay? After creating the 23 elements, so taihi karyabhutam, that means after creating the 23 elements, taihi karyabhutam viryam hiranmayam kanakavaranam prakashabahulam brahmandam savaranam asrujat iti. By using these 23 elements, he created the hiranmayam, that means by taihi karyabhutam means using these 23 elements, what he created? He created the brahmandam. Brahmanda with the avarana. Brahmanda with the avaranam. Then that is known as Brahmanda with the avarana is known as Maha Samishti Srishtihi. I said wrong actually previously. I was saying that all these 23 elements together is known as Maha Samishti Srishti. That is a wrong answer actually. Wrong thing. What is that? He created by using these 23 elements one Brahmandam. Like this, many can be created, but one Brahmanda we took. One Brahmanda along with the Avarana is known as Maha Samishti Srishtihi. This is going to come in the next sloka also. So just wrong understanding I was having. So just it is clear. Okay.
23 elements are together in golden color. Means
No,
they
no.
are in Hiranmaya, like
23 elements using the Taihi, that means using those 23 elements, Karyabhutam Viryam, that means by that, so Karyabhutam Viryam Hiranamayam Kanakavaranam Prakasha Bahulam Brahmandam. So by using those 23 elements, Hiranmayam Viryam is created. That is nothing but the Brahmanda. And that is nothing but the along with the Avarana. Like this many can, that means these 23 elements, like you say, you mix the atta and other things, and you can so mix together, then you can make a golden eggs. That golden eggs with the, that means it is with the avarana. Avarana means cover. Avarana. So that is known as Hiranmayam, that is in the golden color. So that is known as Maha Samishti Srishtihi. Okay. One golden egg, this is Brahmanda. Okay. By using these 23 elements, Brahmanda is created. Brahmandam. Brahmanda along with the Avarana, Avarana means cover, is known as Maha Samishti Srishtihi. Tatascha Teshameva means Mahatattvadinam. Tatascha Teshameva Mahatattvadinam Kinchit Amshaihi Bhagavad Shaktaiva Paraspara Militaihi Samishti Virat Panchashat Koti Yojana Satakoti Parimitanda Kataha Madhyaga Srustaha Abhut. Then see, this is created by these 23 elements. Then after that, in this Virat is created, Samishti Purusha. Samishti Virat. What is happening? In this Maha Samishti Srishti, it is already made up of what? This Maha Samishti Srishti is made up of these 23 elements. With those, taking those elements inside, what is created? One. So Maha Samishti Virat is created, but he doesn't have any form now. It's just one raw material mixed of these 23 elements. Okay, that now that means how much size this is? This egg, the inside this one, and not egg, this is inside to this Brahmanda. This is Panchashata Koti. Okay, yeah, that's core diameter, otherwise you can say core diameter of the Brahmanda. That means this is Avarana. You're understanding? This is the Avarana, and this is inside. This is created. Avarana is made up of what? In the Avarana, all the elements are there. All the elements are not there. In the Avarana, first, last, upper layer is what? Mahat, Ahankara. After that, ether, air, fire, water, and earth. So like this, these are the Avaranas. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. You can take 6, total 7 layers. And but this is inside, this is made up of all the elements. Inside part is made up of all the elements, but outside layers are individual elements. But everything is out of 23 only. Yes? What inside and outside? Inside and outside means? Inside that core, that is known as Samishti Virat. And that is made up of all the 23 elements. Okay? Like this. So inside he is there. But he is not having any shape now. Simply it is like that. Like you see in the egg, if you break the egg, there will be white on inside. So the liquid will be there. Is he having any shape? No. But when it is hatched, then you will be having the wings, nose, eyes, legs, everything is coming or not? Now till yet to come all the, for this Samishti inside part, that's the layer is okay, but inside part should take the shape of Virat Purusha. How to take that? How it will take the shape? Now that is the point now. So it is completely made up of 23 elements. It is Jada Padartha. Now it should be hatched. This inside this Samishti Virat has to be hatching. So then what will happen? Like this, every egg is created. Srishtaha Abhut. Who is this? Samishti Virat. He is the Samishti Virat. And Tada eva Adipurusha Tadeva Andakataham Pravishya. Adipurusha means he. Now he is Andakataham. This is the Kataha. Kataha means outer, this covering. He is entering into this. You see, he is entering. Where is this pen? So this Purusha is entering into this. Then what he did? After entering there, Pravishya tad ardham swasrushta jalena apurya. So that means he entered into this. Then his name is known as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And first what he did? He filled this. He filled with the water. With the water. Yeah. With the half he filled with the water. Huh? everything. That means this is the little bit this Garbhodaka Jal. So how it is that we should understand. He filled with, actually here you should take, this is the layer na, you take. So this is the core dia, 50. This is what? This is 50 50 crore agenas. This diameter of this is 50 crore. Okay, 50 crore yojanas. In this, actually, how you should take, in this Samishti Virat is created actually. In that area, actually, that is the area. In that area, Samishti Virat is created. Okay, it's not that the Samishti Virat is completely. So it's not that the completely he is with the 50 crores of the yojanas. Then where, how to hatch him? You cannot hatch him. So that's why, what is the practical thing actually? So here also, what is that? Panchashat koti yojana shata koti parimitanda kataha madhyagaha. That means he is inside of this diameter. That means Samishti is inside of this. This is the Samishti Virat in the middle portion. And this is the 50 crores of yojanas. Now he entered into this. And he is here now. He is here. And he filled this into half water. This. I can make this as a big here. This is the 50. This diameter is 50. The inner diameter. This is 50 crores of yojanas. And this is the kataha layer. This is 7 layers are there in this layers. And you know what are the sizes of those layers. And now inside there is Samishti Purusha, Samishti Virat, in the form of egg. This anyway, it is the diameter, means it should be round shape only. But this is the total is made with the 7 elements. This is, and inside this is made up of with the 23 elements. Samishti Virat. It is existing in the diameter of 50 crores of yojanas. Okay. This is the Brahmanda actually. Inside area of the Brahmanda. This you will get in the third canto also once again. This is inside area. This is open space. This is inside of the Brahmanda. And this is the layer actually. And this total is known as with the layer. This is known as Brahmanda. And inner part of the Brahmanda, and this with the layer is known as Mahasamishti Srishtihi. With the layer it is known as Mahasamishti Srishtihi. Mahasamishti means everything, including everything. And this is a Virat actually, Samishti Virat, but he doesn't have any form now. It is mixed of all the 23 elements. Now what should happen? Now Lord is entering into this Adidevaha is entering into this, and what he is doing, he is filling this with the half water. That means this water is generated by him only. Swayam, that means by him. Then what he is going to do? Pravishya tadartham swasrishta jalena apurya tatrastham samishti virajam. So Samishti Viraj means this is. Tatrastham means who is there in that place. Tatrastham Samishti Virajam tam swajhatara madhyagatam krutva. That means he entered, and what he is doing, he is making this inside of this water. He is making that inside of that water. whatever he created. So that means swajatara madhyagatam. Swajatara means the water which is produced by him. That is jatara. Jatara is also known as water. Huh? No. Jatara is 1 second. English meaning is cavity, water cavity. A hole. A hole is also known as jatara or the water cavity. That means cavity means space, open space. It is filled with the water. That is known as water cavity is known as jatara. That means it's his own. That means it's created by him. That's why he's keeping this, that Brahmanda. Then what he is doing? 1,000 years. It should be hatched, na? Hatching should be done. So like that, he's keeping there for the 1,000 years. And he is also sleeping with that. Krutva sahasra varshani tasmin garbode eva sushwapa. So he was sleeping with this, keeping this inside this water for the 1,000 years. Tadante. Then after that, what happened? He woke up. Tadante yoga talpa samutita. That means like he also woke up after the night, daytime, and the morning. He also woke up. Now he woke up. Son, then Hiranmayam Viryam. So this is Hiranmayam Viryam. This 23, it is made up of 23 elements. Hiranmayam Viryam, it is also in the golden form. This total is also golden form, and this is also is in the golden form. Hiranmayam Viryam, what he is doing that? Samishti Virajam, this is known as Samishti Viraj. This is known as Samishti Virat. Tridha Vesrujat. He made into 3. He made into 3 means the total energy now so should take the shape of so Adi Dhaivika, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika. With that kind of category should come. That means the total should, like you see your body. Your body, when it is in the womb of the mother, that means Om bolte. What is that? Huh? Om. Not womb. Oh, that's female discharges. Stronit. Huh? Om. Om. So Om, that when female, that means in the anda, actually she releases the anda, and that egg is hit by the sperm. So similarly here, Lord is entering into this, and he's hitting that. So then he is making that. So like in the body also, what happened? That Om, O-V-U-M, O-V-U, Om, Om. So that Om is initially it is one actually, not having the hands, legs or nothing. Now that has to take the form. That has to take the form. That means some hands should be created, nose, eyes, ears, head, and also life hair should go on, and senses should be created. That means now this body is created in the womb actually. That means it is having the senses, that is known as Adhyatmam, and the sense controlling deities are also entering there. That is the Adi Dhaivikam, and also the whole body is known as Adhibhutam. So like this, that one is divided into 3. The way how it is divided, that we are going to see in the coming slokas. All these 30 slokas are going to create. That means, so if you see the Subodhini, you'll be seeing there what is created. It is easy. It is So what things are created? Gross senses are gross senses under subtle sense. That means ear, you should not think this is the ear. This is a gross ear. And in that there is a one subtle ear will be there. Like eyes means this ball is not eye. Actually, on that there is a tip. There is a, on the tip of the eye, there is a small portion is there that is known as, that is eye sense actually. And on that there is, who is sitting? Adhisthana Devata is sitting. So similarly here, so these three things are created. That means this energy is going to be divided actually. This one energy into going to be divided into three. So that means creating the various gross senses, subtle senses, and Adhisthana Devatas. This is the meaning actually. Mike.
The Purusha, the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu entered. Can you please, Prabhuji? That's that entered to the egg, just like 50 crore.
He entered, and this he made into the water.
That water. That and has gone. Now hatching has happened.
1,000 years is like that.
After 1,000 years hatching. My now question will be, the two things happen. Here he creates Virat Purusha also. Garbhodakashayi Vishnu creates Virat Purusha. The Virat Purusha body comes, as well as from his navel comes planetary systems. The planets.
Wait. Nothing is happened actually. Just I am telling the in future it is going to happen like this. But so I am going step by step. Okay, I understood your question, so it will be answered now. So this what in the sloka, what is there? It is this one is divided into three. Okay, that meaning is creating the various gross senses, subtle senses, and their Adhisthana Devatas. Dividing that into these three parts. Okay, that is clear now. Because in the 23 elements, what are there? Indriya Adhisthana Devatas are there or not? 23 elements plus Indriya Adhisthana Devatas. That's mind, mind. So Mahat, Ahankara, 5 gross senses, 5 and also Tanmatras, working senses, and the working senses, and also the knowledge senses. Next, mind and Indriya Adhisthana Devatas. Everything is there actually. Now that has to be divided actually into the three differently. So that is going to happen. That is explained in the coming slokas. You will be seeing that till the 30 slokas it is going to happen. So, but before that, what is going to happen? Few more things we will discuss here. That means Hiranmayam Viryam Samishti Virajam Tridha Vesrujat. That means this person Tridha Vesrujat. He made it into three. How he made this? That we are going to see. Tridha eva kim tatra aha kim tridha eva kim tatra aha adidhaivam iti. So that three means what? Adidhaivam. He made into this three means that adhidhaivam. It's not that they made into three means you take that and cut it into three. No, not that three. So like your body in the Om is now is made into this body means it's divided here in the three ways. It is organized. The internal elements total is. So same way here. So adhidhaivam. It is this energy, this total energy is divided into Adidhaivam, Adhyatmam, Adhibhutam. That we are going to see in future. Before that, this he made this into this we will be seeing in the coming slokas. But now, what is going to happen? He went to see. This is the time now. So, Esha eva samishti tasya nabhidvarat kamala nalatmako bhavishyati. Esha eva samishti tasya nabhidvara kamalatmako bhavishyati. This is in the water. Now what is going to happen? This is, now you take, this is the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. It may be it's little far. Okay, you keep this in the little far place here, or and keep Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu here. And this is the Nali that is connected actually. Because just Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is separate and that is separate, it is not going to happen actually. It is connected with him through the Nali. That means Kamalatmaka. What is that? Kamala Nalatmakaha Bhavishyati. So this is the, on this, what is going to happen? So he is now in the Nali. That means you can take like this. Nalatmakaha means this is initially situated in the form of Nali. Okay? Nalatmakaha. This is Samishti. This Samishti is connected to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's novel through the stem actually. Through the stem of the that. So then after that, what is going to happen? This is now, so like this it is connected to this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, this Samishti Purusha, and it will be future is going to happen. Nalatmakaha Bhavishyati Saeva Punaha Chaturdasha Lokatmakaha Vairaja Sangyaha Stolaha Bhavi. Then he will, this is initially, actually see, when he entered into this, immediately this Samishti Virat is connected to him through the Nali actually. And then it is going to happen what? This is slowly going to take the various hands, legs. That means dividing into these three means this is going to take the, so mouth is produced, and after that hands are produced, and after that head is produced, legs are produced, everything is produced. And also, so then also there is a flower is also coming from this. And this is the flower, and here Brahmaji is appearing. And so I'm not going to quickly do that. So first what, this egg is connected to him, and then after that this is going to be divided into these three, and then it is going to shape the form of, is going to this one is going to take the form of the Virat Purusha, the big Purusha. He is also having the mouth, hands, legs, everything. And also in him, what is going to happen next is said that Stula Purusha Punaha Sayeva, that means this is connected to the Nali, and this is going to happen what? Sayeva Punaha Chaturdasa Lokatmakaha Vairaja Sangyakaha Stulagaha Bhavi. So he is going to become to Chaturdasa Lokatmakaha, that means 14 lokas are going to be imbibed in this, and he is going to take the form of the Purusha. That Purusha is also including these 14 lokas. That means Chaturdasa Lokatmakaha. That means he is imbibed with these 14 planetary systems. And that kind of Purusha is appearing from this. I'm not able to hear.
Now clarification, same thing what I wanted to ask, and previously I also asked. So now answer is coming out. So just I'm asking for clarification. So that as you said, there's 14 planets are imbibed in the Purusha only.
Body
In the Virat Purusha. So now clear question is that whether Virat Purusha, one body is there and 14 planets are different, separate, what we know?
Inside to that body.
inside that means we can say the Virat Purusha is made of 14 planet system. That's we can say.
In made of, how can you say? It is made, he is made up of this Virat, Samishti Virat. This raw material is going to take the shape of Purusha.
Raw material going to take when shape.
And also included these planets in that.
Included means like that, just my body, suppose body is there.
Yeah.
If it's a leg, then we can say this is Patal, this is a like that, Swarg, like that. We have to, then mean where is located? In the Virat
They
Purusha
are
is
located, planets
located.
also located.
Okay.
So then this is going to take the shape of this Purusha, that Stula Purusha. He is a Stula Purusha, and who is having the, otherwise you can make this direction this. So like this actually. You can take like this. This is if you take Nali. This is Nali, and here Nalatmakaha you said na, that and that is going to take the form of now. So after that, that means when this is divided, this is going to take the form actually. This is taking the form of yeah, this, and this Nali actually. It is Nali. This Nali actually. Nali, and he is taking that. Nalatmakaha. That what is happening? So when this egg is there, and that is becoming the Nalatmakaha, and then after that, that is only becoming the, then divided, that is as Purusha, Stula Purusha. Okay? Getting? Nali means stem. Otherwise, you can take like this. This Nali is big one also you can take. And here on the Nali, it is sticking on this Nali. And then after that, it is going to the Purusha, and then from this also, bud is coming. From the bud, then flower will come. That flower will come, and also this is going to become the shape of the Virat Purusha, Stula Virat Purusha. And there is one more point is there here, that Stula, this is Stula, there is also Sukshma is there inside. That Sukshma is known as Sukshma Virat Purusha. Sukshma Virat, this is Stula, which is having hands, legs, and everything. So the way how this body is there, and the same way this is going to take the shape. Yeah, like the how, so mother is having that Om is connected to the mother, and so, and also that not only mother, that sperm is hitting, and so that is connecting to that, and the shape it is going to take that Purusha only. That sperm is coming from the whatever DNA is there. So according to that only, he is also taking that shape. It's not that it is having some different shape. So that means human sperm went, and that Om is taking the shape of goat or the cat. It's not like that. It will be definitely take the shape of the sperm is going from whom, like that. So that's why this is also, this Samishti Virat is connected to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and it is connected to him through this Nali. There is a stem actually. And that's why it is going to take the shape of as it is like him. That's why Everyone is there? Okay. I didn't explain anything, just why we are waiting so that this. Many people have the concept of that Virat Purusha is not there and he doesn't have any. Just these planets are there. If you join, then that is Virat Purusha is imaginary. These are all wrong actually. This concept is not correct. Virat Purusha is there, but yogis, they will just imagine different planets on the various limbs of that. They imagine, but Virat Purusha is there. You should not say that Virat Purusha is not there and simply it is just configuration. Just some planets are located in the sky, in the Brahmanda, and if you connect all those, like you keep the star dots, and if you connect, and then that is look as the Virat Purusha, this idea is not correct. This idea is not correct. Virat Purusha is there and it is material and he is connected, and scientifically Om is taking the shape of the person, and same way it is also taking the shape of the Virat Purusha, and that is the whole chapter is explaining. So now this Ra thing is there, and then so when it is connected to the Garbhodaka Vishnu, then there is a, so that is connected, soul is connected to that. So then there is a hunger is started and he wants to eat, then so that is divided, mouth is coming, and then he wants to that to see, then eyes are manifesting, and then he wants to do something, then hands are manifesting, legs are manifesting, everything is manifesting. That whole chapter is explaining that only. Then why this chapter is there? Yeah? So like this, there is a subtle form. This is the gross form. This is going to become, so like this. This is going to become like this. Like Purusha. And on the top, this flower is also coming from this. Maybe initially that is bud, and then it will become so big flower, and there, because it is not that the one day immediately it is finished. That means that is taking the parts. No, slowly, even the baby also initially Om will be there, and then when the sperm hits it, and then it is taking this 9 months to take the, at least 7 months to take all the limbs. Slowly, limbs will be developed. The same way here also, various limbs are developed. And how those limbs are developed, that is known as dividing this energy into these three is nothing but the developing the limbs. And from the subtle energy of this, who is formed? Brahmaji is formed here. Chaturmukha Brahma. Chaturmukha Brahma's body is the, that's why Chaturmukha Brahma is also what? He is also Samishti Purusha, but in the what? In the subtle form. That subtle and form of that Samishti is taking the shape of Chaturmukha Brahma. That's why he knows full everything. Otherwise, how he can command this whole universe? Because he's having such a power actually. So that's why the some energies, subtleness is with the Brahmaji. That means the subtle energy is known as, that means Sukshma Hiranyamaya Garbha, that is Sukshma Hiranyamaya Garbha Vairaj, that Sukshma is known as Hiranyamaya Garbha Vairajaha, and that is only becoming the Chaturmukha Brahma. Hiranyamaya Garbha is becoming the Chaturmukha Brahma. The subtle form of this, the subtle, is known as Hiranyamaya Garbha. Hiranyamaya Vairajaha, otherwise. Hiranyamaya Vairajaha. And he is going to, from this Hiranyamaya Vairajaha, Chaturmukha Brahma is coming. From Hiranyamaya So that's why yesterday Gokulan Prabhu is saying, this Hiranyamaya Varaja is becoming. That's why you will be having the three. One is gross form, one is subtle form, and from this you are getting the Chaturmukha Brahma. Okay, total three. Tridha Avad. Now we'll finish the whole chapter within 10 minutes. It is easy now. The concept now, what is the pending thing? Pending thing is only one thing. This is becoming as this. That means this is divided. Adi Daivam, Adhyatma, Adibhutam is divided, means this is going to take the shape of this. Purusha shape. That is we are going to explain. When, how this became this, step by step. On this same sloka, every acharya is giving their own style of explanation. It's very complex, and anyway, we will follow our Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Thakur is very easy. Otherwise, others' explanation is even very difficult. So that's why difficult to begin. 14 sloka. Adidhaiva matha adhyatmam adibhutamiti prabhu adhaikam paurusham ruiryam tritha vidyata tatsrunu. So any questions? Online students? Gokulan Prabhu? Let it be clear, clarified. If you give the new question, then I can also understand. Yeah.
No, but I sent you yesterday some, I don't know if you get a chance.
That is different.
Yeah, but it's, well, it's no different for me.
In this explanation, do you have any doubt?
Yes, but it's no different for me because I want to understand.
This explanation is clear?
It's not the, I mean, your explanation is great, but I'm not great. So I still don't understand fully. But
of course, definitely creation is not an easy thing. There is so many things are there, but this is only one sloka. Acharya is giving at least some idea to you. It's not that the inner details, so many are there, and inside what is happening and how it is created. Obviously, so even if you write the 1,000 slokas or the 10,000 slokas, that is also not sufficient to explain the details. What is happening, when, how this is, of course, but basic explanation time.
Yes, in the first paragraph, Srila Prabhupada explained also. Yeah, it's, I don't know if I understand it correctly, but it's according to your explanation and Srila Prabhupada is the Maha Samasti.
Yes.
That's coming from Mahavishnu.
Yes.
And then the Samasti, that's in Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu.
Okay.
And then then the Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, and Adibhautika, that's my, I'm not sure still if those are before before the egg, before Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu.
Okay, you try to follow this. After that, you see the remaining things. Okay. But, yeah. Sonali Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I have doubt. We studied earlier that this Virat Purusha is having 1,000 heads and legs, faces, mouth. So all these are forming at the same time or later?
All are forming now. We will study from now onwards. So from the 14 to 30, almost all 35th sloka till 35th sloka, everything one by one is formed.
Okay, so in some of the words it is mentioned like mouth is formed. So at the same time 1,000 mouths are formed?
Yes.
Okay, okay, Hare Krishna.
1000 more silver. Why not? What is the problem? Huh? 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 No, it is kept in that jala for the 1000 years, and he woke up, and then that is that total is made into three parts. That means they started forming the developing the various limbs. Kept, that means not hatch, but that's kept in that jatara. That means he slept 1000 years, and also that is there in that water. So that is a system. That means after that samishti, that should be kept for that water, so that it can go into give the different body shapes. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
So I would like to hear the explanation again for the Stula Hiranyagarbha, Shushma Hiranyagarbha, and the four-headed Brahma.
Chaturmukha Brahma, yes.
Yeah, I was earlier in the understanding that the four-headed Brahma is the Stula Hiranyagarbha, and the Virat form is the Stula Hiranyagarbha. But some or other I couldn't catch now. I felt that some difference is there.
Yeah. So what I am saying, Prabhu, this is total, and this, like you have the subtle body and gross body or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
We have subtle body and gross body. Similarly, actually, so here, this is the gross manifestation. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the gross manifestation, gross thing. This total energy, this is going to take the various. That means it's gross form. This is, and there is a subtle form also is there behind this. Like you have the gross body and subtle body. Similarly, this is a gross Virat Purusha, and there is a subtle Virat Purusha. And from that subtle Virat Purusha, Brahmaji is coming. And subtle Virat Purusha is known as Hiranmaya Garbha Purusha. Hiranmaya Vairajaha. Hiranmaya Garbha Vairajaha. Hiranmaya Garbha Vairajaha. So Hiranmaya Garbha, you can say this subtle Samishti Purusha is known as Hiranmaya Garbha, and from him Brahmaji is coming. Chaturmukha Brahma for the Visarga, for the purpose of Visarga. Okay, Prabhu?
So because he is coming from subtle Hiranyagarbha,
subtle Virat,
subtle Virat, so he is called as subtle Hiranyagarbha or Sukshma Hiranyagarbha, four-headed Brahma.
Four-handed Brahma is also, yeah, he is also known as Samishti Purusha only, but he is in the subtle form. Subtle form means from the subtle Virat Purusha he is coming actually. His body is made up of highly intelligence actually. That's Mahat with the increased Rajoguna. Mahat is having the two types, na?
Yes.
Sutra Tattva, yeah. Sutra Tattva, wherein the Rajoguna is increased. That will be the more. Okay, Prabhu?
Yes.
Huh? Huh? Vipin Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is there any specific thing like characteristics and functions of Hiranyagarbha, subtle, gross, and four-headed Brahma?
So four-headed Brahma will do the Visarga. Okay. And that is produced from the subtle Virat. And gross Virat is holding in his body. So these 14 planets are located. Okay.
But Chaturmukhi Brahma is also Jiva, who has subtle body and gross body, isn't it?
Chaturmukhi Brahma is,
although his body is made of intelligence, but
his body is made up of the subtle Virat. His body is coming from the subtle Virat. It can have subtle, of course, insight to that. Jivatma, body I am saying na here. Jivatma obviously should be there. For this Virat, so Garbhodakasaya Vishnu himself is the Antaryami for that. And yeah, so but Brahmaji is coming and he is having the Virat. He is coming from that subtle Virat. So that means that's why Sukshmastu Hiranyagarbha Vairaja Eva Visargadyardam Chaturmukha Bhavi. For the sake of Visarga, he is becoming the Chaturmukha. Subtle Virat is becoming the Chaturmukha. Huh? He can have. Huh? He doesn't have gross body actually. Not he is invisible. He is visible for. Yes, he has body. Different elements are more. If you go to the Surya planet, Earth will not be there actually. Earth material is minute. Only fire is there. Like that. If you go to the Brahma planet, there will be that is more with the subtle elements. It is made up of with the subtle elements. Yeah, out of 23, whatever subtle elements are there, with that it is made. That means subtle senses and subtle body will be there. अरे इतना मैं देख के नहीं है यार आप लोग. I didn't see that. And with the 2-3 lines I am trying to explain. Nowhere it is given, and also every acharya is having different explanation. So anyway, we are trying to understand. Vishwanath, at least, oh my God, he saved us. Otherwise, this sloka meaning is very tricky and always unclear. Now somehow it is little bit clear, and also whole chapter is how it is connected. So that is also very mystery. It was. Now at least we got this some understanding. Last year also I taught this chapter. So at the time also some problem was there. Now at least this year is more clear than the last year. Next year you will see even more clear. What, Prabhu? We will read the purport, okay? 13th chapter, 13th sloka. In the Bhagavad Gita, the creation and annihilation of the material world are stated as follows. Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya. Okay, at the end of each millennium, the creative forces, namely the material nature and the living entities who struggle in the material nature, all merge together into the transcendental body of the Lord. And again, when the Lord desires to manifest them, all of them are again displayed by the Lord. That is the first. Is Karananusaya Vishnu. Therefore, the material nature is working under the control of the Lord, all of them under the agency of material nature and under the control of the Lord are thus repeatedly created and annihilated by the will of the Lord. So as such, before the creation or manifestation of the material cosmic world, the Lord exists as total energy. So Mahasamishti. And thus, desiring himself to be diffused to many, he expands himself further into multi-total energy, Samishti. Okay. So Lord with the Maya, so he is creating the 23 elements, and then after that, so once again that is, by using those 23 elements, Brahmandas are created. So those Brahmandas, that means with the Brahmanda created means with the cover actually. So with the covers, proper covers, that means 7 layers, and inside, so there will be Samishti Virat, which is composed of 23 elements, but covers are with the individual elements. So that 7 layers are with the individual elements. So like this, so are created actually. From the multi-total energy, he further expands himself into individual in 3 dimensions, namely. So the from the multi-total energy means that is the Samishti Virat. That is going to divide into 3: Adhyatma, Adidhaivika, Adibhautika. That means like that Om is going to take into the body. That means the eyes, ears, legs, these are all gross senses, subtle senses, and Indriya Adhisthana Devatas. So that is a thing actually you should understand. As explained before, Veshti. As such, the whole creation and the creative energies are non-different and different simultaneously. Veshti case also happens same, even the Veshti Purusha. So if you see individual body also happens like that. It's not that this something is new is happening. In the mother's womb also, how the Veshti, the individual Jivatma, how it is getting the body. The same way here, Samishti Purusha is also getting the body. There is it's same type, it is prototype. Here in this Jivatma, this Om and that is enter, that means sperm is entering into that, and that is in the womb. There is a water is there in that womb. Also water is there or not? That fluids will be there. That same fluid here it is. That is a half filled actually. It's not fully filled. If it is fully filled, then you will die. That's a half filled it is. So that it is inside, and slowly when the hands are coming, so you started moving, and then so there will be, yeah, so he started also like that. Here also Purusha is, so he is in the water actually. You will see in the next coming section, in the coming slokas, he is in the water, but now the life air started flowing, and now he is in the water and he is feeling suffocation. Then what will happen? That the total is going to have the 2 holes. Holes are created so that nostrils are made, and that anda, so that is that total thing is started, the inside air is started flowing in that. That means, and he started feeling the hunger. Then mouth is opened. It's divided. That same in the same thing happens in the mother womb also. That the way it happens for the Samishti. Otherwise, how this process came then? Samishti and Veshti.
Just like Lord Karunadaksha Vishnu impregnate the Jiva into material nature. Here we saw Srishti, other everything, Virat Purusha and Brahma. Now, how Jivas are impregnated? Can you please explain? And Jivas are there put into material nature. And as you said, Brahma gives the body to the living entities. That is Jivas.
Yes.
So how it is said through glands, material nature, in material nature's womb, Jivas are impregnated.
Here also some unclarity is there, because you will be seeing in the first canto, 3rd chapter. So Srila Jiva Goswami is writing, this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the bija for all the avatars in this Brahmanda, and also he says he's the bija for all the Jivatmas also. So in that case, what will happen? So when Karanana Sai Vishnu is glancing, so this Kala Shakti is entering, and also the other Shaktis are entering, which are binding those. But Jivas can enter at least one time from the body of the Karanana Vishnu or the Garbhodaka Vishnu, it should come out. So if you want to satisfy that statement also, that means Jivas are the coming is a part, and the Jivas are part and parcel of the Garbhodaka Vishnu said. Then Karanana Vishnu's Amsha is only Garbhodaka Vishnu. Then so he is coming with his own Jivas, and So from his, so from then after that he is connecting to this total Purusha, that is total Samishti Virat, that's Anda. And then after that maybe jivas can go into that, or that is also possible, or otherwise so he's glancing on total on the Maya, so all the jivas for the belonging to all the Brahmandas entered and those became different. That is also possible, but that is also possible, but it's not more logical, it's not looking more logical actually. So because Karananusaya Vishnu is individually, he is going to the different Brahmandas, so he can carry with those souls which are belonging to this Brahmanda. That is also okay. Okay, this purport. So now in the from the material energy, he further expands himself into individual in 3 dimensions. Namely, 3 dimensions is a good. So it is said in 3 ways, 3 directions. So namely, Adhyatmika, Adidhaivika, Adibhautika, as explained before, Veshti. As such, the whole creation and the creative energies are non-different and different simultaneously. Creation, the whole creation and the creative energies are non-different and different, because everything is an emanation from him, Mahavishnu or Mahasamishti. So Srila Prabhupada, Mahasamishti means Mahavishnu he is taking. Nothing of the cosmic energies is different from him. But all such expanded energies have specific functions and displayed as designed by the Lord. And therefore, they are simultaneously different from the Lord. The living entities are also similar energy, marginal potency of the Lord, and thus they are simultaneously one with and different from him. So it's the same point. That means Achintya Beda he is explaining. At the stage of non-manifestation, the living energies remain potent in the Lord. At the stage of non-manifestation, the living energies remain potent in the Lord. That means before creation, before the starting of this process. And when they are let loose in the cosmic manifestation, they are exhibited differently in terms of different desires under the modes of nature. That means when they are given with the body, then they are influenced by that modes. Such a differential manifestations of the living energies are conditional states of the living entities. Those are all the conditional states. When after getting the body, so Jivatma is conditioned by the nature. But in that the body of the Mahavishnu, then they are not having any influence of the modes. The liberated living entities, however, in Sanatana manifestation are unconditionally unconditionally surrendered souls, are therefore they are not subjected to conditions of creation and annihilation. That means who are the Nitya Muktas, for them there is no this kind of process is not there, getting body and this. So this creation takes place by the glance of the Lord from his bed state of mystic slumber, and thus all the universes and the Lord of the universe Brahma are again and again manifested and annihilated. So what is the problem? Any? Yeah. Yeah. Mahasamishti Prabhupada is taking as Karanas. But what we are saying, Mahasamishti Srishti, our word is different actually. So here clearly Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying Brahmanda along with the cover is known as Mahasamishti Srishti, because that is coming is in the next commentary also he is going to say that with the covering it is known as Mahasamishti Srishti, he is saying. And in that inside is known as, that is a samishti. Inside the total part, that small, that is samishti, and total is known as Maha. Like that he is saying, Maha Samishti. This is the notation he used. Of course, but notation, but Prabhupada notation is Maha Samishti is saying, that's all. But he is not saying the same exact word he didn't use. Maha Samishti Srishti. Huh? Huh. 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 Huh.
regarding the karta, so I say this ekaha, and you say it's devaha, and but I think both are correct, because in the Prabhupada translation he takes ekaha, although it's pratama vibhakti, he takes it panchami vibhakti. He puts at the end, it's coming from the Lord. But in the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he uses two sentences. And the first is with, I think is with...
Can you come again?
Yes.
Devaha,
yes.
you are saying?
Yeah, ekaha and devaha.
Is a Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan.
Yes, yes. So it's karta also. It have to be karta, but Prabhupada's translation, he uses as a panchami vibhakti, although it's pratami vibhakti. If you see at the end.
Where is it? Devaha? The demigod.
No, devaha, ekaha. Ekaha is at the end of the in the translation.
He is alone, he said.
Yes, from he alone. From he alone. So that's panchami vibhakti. The way he's using the translation. Because
no, in the translation, he didn't, alone means one. It's not panchami.
Yes. But from the preposition from
English, is not there.
It's in the Prabhupada translation is there.
Translation you are saying?
From himself alone in the translation.
Acha.
Yeah, from himself alone. So he's using it as a panchami vibhakti. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is using as two subjects. The one Lord, desiring to become many, that's ekaha, and then the Lord created three forms, that's devaha. So both are kartas, correct?
Yeah, actually here Prabhupada translations, it's like it's not with the anvaya taking every word and karakas and maintaining that strict rules is not there actually in any translation. It's a bhavartha. It's not the simply translation, it is the bhavartha actually. That means essence. He will write the essence of the sloka into translation. So sometimes you'll be seeing the missing of some words, or sometimes adding of the purport also as a purport. So that's why what is the problem now? So you cannot exactly look after that precision. It means here ekaha devaha, this is the prathama vibhakti and he is the karta for the Vesrujat. But in the translation, that bhava will come, but the grammatical approach will not be seen in the translation.
Yeah, the meaning is there.
Meaning will be there. Yeah. Okay, Prabhu, thank you. So next, 14. Adhidaivam athadhyatmam adhibhutam iti prabhu athaikam paurusham viryam tridha abhidyata tatsrunu. Tatsrunu, that you should hear. What is remaining to us? So we understood, so from the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, that total Samishti Virat is connected through the stem, and then it took the form of the Stula Virat. So Stula Virat, and also inside Sukshma Virat is there, and from that Brahmaji is coming, Chaturmukh Brahma. But how that happened, that Stula Virat, how it is formed, that still now it is unclear. So now Tatsrunu, that you should hear now. That the Ekam Purusham Viryam Tridha Abhidyata. That Ekam, that is one energy, Samishti Virat, how we became Tridha. That means gross senses, subtle senses, and controlling deities of that. How it happened, that you should hear. Now, Antas Sharira Akashat Purushasya Vicheshtataha Ojasaho Bhalam Jagne Tatah Prano Mahanasuhu. Translation: from the sky situated within the transcendental body of the manifesting Mahavishnu, sense energy, mental force, and bodily strength are all generated, as well as sum total of the fountainhead of total living force. So we'll see the translation, commentary by the Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. These are the challenges. Antah sharire yah akashah tasmat kriya shaktya tatra vividham cheshtamanasya purushasya samishti virajah. Vojah indriya shakti saha mana shakti balam deha shakti ततः त्रिविध शक्त्यात्मकात् सूक्ष्मात् रूपात् प्राणः सूत्राख्यः महान् श्रेष्ठः आसुः जीवन व्यंजकः. Asuhu means pranas, that is the indicator of the life. So when in the individual case also, Om is hit by this sperm, and then there will be some first, what should happen? These forces has to be created. So Indriya Shakti, Manas Shakti and Deha Shakti, these has to be, so, and also prana, there should be, starting of the prana should flow. So, but all limbs are not there, but still first prana Shakti, that is the indicator. So even in the 1 month or 2 months, they will be seeing in the CT scanning and they will check whether it is having the prana or not actually. If there is not prana, then they will say you abortion it and it's dead actually. And that's why prana is the indicator actually. And this oja saha balaha, that means Indriya Shakti, Manas Shakti, Deha Shakti is these are all started flowing in where? In the Samashti Virat. But here translation, if you see, it is different actually. And Mahavishnu is said. Because now what is the topic is Tasrunu, he said. What he said? Tasrunu means. Now we have to see the segregation of this. The three Adhyatma, Adidaya, Adibhautika, how these are all formed. That means gross sense, subtle sense, and Indriya Adhisthana, how they are formed. That is going to be explained. And before that, before going to happen that, first prana should go into that. That has to start. That is said here. Tataha pranaha mahan asuhu. Then after that, prana shakti is going to flow into that. So maybe translation based upon other Acharya's commentary. Like sometimes Prabhupada also takes from some other time Jiva Goswami or other. But we are going with the one flow. That means Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So we'll take like this. Okay, Prabhu? It's okay? Fine. Antah Sharire Akashat Purushasya Vicheshtata. Antah Sharire means who's that Samishti Purusha. That is, Sharira means that's total. Akasha, there is a space in that. And there, Akashat, Antah Sharire, Yaha Akasha Tasmat, Kriya Shaktya, Tatra Vividam Cheshtamanasya Purushasya. Purushasya means Samishti Virajaha. Virajaha, Ojaha, Sahaha, Balaha, Tataha, Trividhyatmak Sukshmat Rupa, Pranaha, Asuhu, Jivana, Venjakaha, Jagne. Jag means they are produced. Take this. Now we are going to work on this one. And we are taking that here. So inside to this, Antah Sarire Akasha. That means some space is there. You consider some space is there. And here what are produced first? So when it is connected to the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, that means Garbhodak Sai Vishnu is the Antaryami of this also. Then when there is a life is there in this, then what are produced here? 3 Shaktis are produced. 3 Shaktis and Prana. That means Mano Shakti, Indriya Shakti and Deha Shakti. Yes? Indriya Shakti, Manas Shakti and Bhalam, Deha Shakti. These 3 are created. Since it is connected with the soul. And also Prana. Prana is also created. Jagne means is created actually, produced. And this prana is indicating that this Samishti Virat is alive. Alive. Is alive. If prana is not, yeah. Okay, next. Anuprananti yam pranaha pranantam sarvajantushu apanantam apanantam apananti naradevam ivanugaha. What is the translation? As the followers of the king follow their lord, similarly when the total energy is in motion, all other living entities move. And when the total energy stops endeavoring, all other living entities stop sensual activities. So this is the Samishti Purusha. So in this, prana is flowing. And our body is also included in this only. You should understand. Okay. So now prana is flowing in the total, then that's why everyone is able to breathe. If prana is stopped in this total, everyone's will be choked up actually immediately. Finished. Individuals also, they cannot breathe. We are all breathing now because Samishti is breathing actually. Virat Purusha is breathing. That's why anuprananti yam, that means pranaha. So sarva jantushu pranaha, that means the life air in every living entity is following the Samishti Purusha's prana. If he breathes, we are able to breathe. If he stops breathing, we will all stop breathing. Like how? Like the king. King follow, that means all the followers follow the king. If king goes in this direction, all the followers will go in that direction. Like this. So next. Pranena kshipatakshat trudantara jayate vibhoh pipasato jakshatascha prangmukham nirabhidyata. Translation. The living force being agitated by the Virat Purusha. Here Vibhoho means Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing Vibhu. Who is the Vibhu here? Is a Virat Purusha only, that material form only. Why material form is known as Vibhu here? Vibhu is the Supreme Lord. This Garbhodak Sai Vishnu are the Lord. But why here Virat Purusha is known as Vibhu? Because yogis, sometimes some sadhakas, they impose Lord on this. Like we are seeing the body as Atma. Similarly, yogis, they see some neophyte yogis. So consider Virat Purusha as Bhagavan. So in that sense here, Vibhu is used. What is happening here? Pranena akshipata kshut. When life air started flowing, then there will be hunger. Hunger is first, this hunger is started. So then, so that's why mystery this is. Om is there and sperm is entering into that, and how that magic that is, how that body's limbs are created. So the same way, that is still mystery for the doctors, and this also. Then this prana, when prana started flowing, kshut means hunger is happening, generated hunger and thirst. And when he desired to drink and eat, the mouth opened. Now he got the desire. That means hunger is there. Now he desired to eat. Then mouth came. Now that means, so this is getting the mouth. This is not eye actually. This is mouth. Mouth is coming. One limb by limb is formed actually. Nirbhidyate. That means that is cut actually. There is a, that means vibhaktam abhut. Open. Some opening is there. Next, मुखतस्तालु निर्भिन्नं जिह्वा तत्रोपजायते ततो नानारसो जग्ने जिह्वया योधिगम्यते. Translation: from the mouth the palate became manifested. In that mouth now palate came, jihva, and thereupon the tongue was also generated. A palate means what? Not jihva. What is that? Tongue only, na? Palate, top upper portion, na? Murdha, huh? Murdha, yeah, the upper portion of the tongue. So this is open and this upper portion is created like this inside, and also tongue came out. Chaitanya Jivan, you're looking differently. From the mouth, the palate became manifested, and thereupon the tongue was also generated. After this, all the different tastes came into existence so that tongue can relish them. So, what is happening? Tongue is the sense, gross sense, and here Adidhaivam means, Adibhutam means gross sense and also sense objects. You should take gross sense and sense objects is the Adibhutam. Adibhutam means gross senses and so, yes, gross senses and sense objects are the Adibhutam. Next, subtle senses. Tongue is also grass, and on that the subtle will be there. Subtle senses is known as Adhyatmam. Adhishthana devatas are Adidhaivika. Adidhaivikam. Adidhaivikam. Who is the where is Varuna? So generated, and this is different taste came into the existence so that tongue can relish them. Purport: this gradual process of evolution suggests the explanation of the controlling deities, because Varuna is the controlling deity for all relishable. The gradual process of evolution suggests the explanation of the controlling deities, because Varuna is the controlling deity for all relishable juices. Therefore, the mouth becomes the resting place for the tongue, which it tastes all the different juices, of which the controlling deity is Varuna. This suggests, therefore, the Varuna was also generated along with the development of tongue. Tongue and the palate being instrumental are Adibhutam. Tongue and palate, Adibhutam, are forms of matter, but the functional deity who is living entity is Adidhaiva. Whereas the person undergoing the function is Adhyatma. In general sense, he said, that means in our body, yesterday I was saying, the whoever is claiming the senses as their ownership, then that is the Adhyatma, and Adidhaiva means the controlling deity. Okay, next. Vivaksho mukhato bhumno वह्निर्वाग्व्याहृतं तयोः जले चैतस्य सुचिरं निरोधः समजायत. So Sarvesh Chandra.
When the Supreme desired to speak, speeches were vibrated from the mouth. Then the controlling deity fire was generated from the mouth. But when he was lying in the water, all these functions remained suspended.
When the Supreme desired, that means this is Supreme Virat Purusha. So when the Supreme desired to speak, speeches were vibrated. That means from these speeches means inside the system, vocal system. So are vibrated from the mouth. Then the controlling deity fire was generated from the mouth. But when he was lying in the water, all these functions remained suspended. That means when this whole thing in the Garbhodaka Jal, so these were suspended. Actually here Vahini is the Mukataha Mukhe Adhisthane Vahini Devata. So for the eyes, who is Adhisthana Devata? Surya. For the mouth, who is Adhisthana Devata? Agni. For the Jihva, Varuna. For the mouth, for the voice, Agni. So Vahini Devata, Vag Indriyam. So Vag Indriyam, Vyavahrutam Bhashanam. That means speech. Okay. That means for the speech, Adhisthana Devata is the Agni. And he appeared. Next, Nasike nirabhidyetam dodhuyati nabhasvati tatra vayurgandhavaho grano nasijirukshata. Translation. Thereafter, when the Supreme Purusha desired to smell odors, the nostrils and respiration were generated. The nostril instrument and odors came into existence, and the controlling deity of air carrying smell also became manifested. So now what is manifested? What sense? He desired for what? He desired to smell odors. Then nostrils and respiration were generated. Nirodho jata. Here, yada jale virajah nirodho ajayata tada shvasha chalanam vina na nirvaha iti. See, he is in the water actually till now, and because of this, already prana is started flowing in the body. So now, if he is still continuing the staying in the water, so it is suffocation actually. So that's why what is happening. So for that, so nirodho ajayata, that means he is in the water and so he cannot breathe now. So immediately tada swasa chalanam vina na nirvaha iti श्वास मार्गे भूते नासिके अधिष्ठानं नभस्विति प्राणवायु दोधूयमाने अत्यंतं चलति सति वायुर्देवता गंधं वहति इति. So that means immediately this is having opened two more. This mouth, there are the two is opened actually there. So, yeah, started breathing. And also corresponding Vayu Devata is the Adhisthana Devata and Gandha is the sense object. Next, Yadatmani niralokam atmanam chadidrukshataha nirbhinno hyakshinitasya jyotis chakshur gunagraha. Then after that, Tapomay Prabhu, translation. Thus, when everything existed in darkness, the Lord desired to see himself and all that was created. Then the eyes, the illuminating God's sun, the power of vision, and the object of sight, all became manifested. So then eyes are manifested, and also Adhisthana Devata, sun, and also the objects is the power of vision and object of sight is also manifested. Next, bodhyamanasya rishabir atmanastajjujukshitah karnau cha nirbidyetam dishak shrotram gunagrahah. So next, so eyes came here. Here eyes. These are the eyes. Eyes came, and then after that, bodhyamanasya rishibhi. So to the transition by development of the desire of the great sages to know. So the ears, the power of the hearing, the controlling deity of hearing, and the objects of hearing became manifest. The great sages desire to hear about the so ears are coming. Ears came for this. I'm going quickly. Vastuno mrudu katinya lagu gurvoshna sitatam jajrukshastvang nirbhinna tasyam roma mahiruha tatra chantar bahirvatastvacha labda guno vrutaha. So translation, when there was a desire to perceive the physical characteristics of matter such as softness, hardness, warmth, cold, lightness, and heaviness, the background of sensation, the skin pores, the hairs of the on the body, and their controlling deities were generated within and without. Within and outside the skin is a covering of air through which sense perception became prominent. So then after that, what is developed? Skin is developed. To find the heat, the total skin started developing on the skin. Skin came. Hastaururuhutustasya nana karma chikirshaya tayostu balavanidra adanam ubhaya ashrayam. Vipin Prabhu. Vipin Prabhu. Translation.
Thereafter, when the Supreme Person desired to perform varieties of work, the two hands and their controlling strength and Indra, the demigod in heaven, became manifested, as also the acts dependent on both the hands and the demigod.
Now hands. So for this, hands came. Now it will take like this. This is till face and hands. So hands came. Okay. So then after that, and hands came, and also who is the Adhisthana Devata for that? Indra. And objects for the hands, that is a work, is also is manifesting. Next, gatim jigishitah pado ruruhate bikamikam padbyam yagnah swayam havyam karma bhikriyate nrubi. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
Thereupon, because of his desiring to control movement, his legs became manifested, and from the legs, the controlling deity named Vishnu was generated. By his personal supervision of this act, all varieties of human beings are busily engaged in dutiful occupational sacrifice.
Yeah. Now, what is manifested in this? 25th? Legs. Legs came. Legs. Legs, and also who? Vishnu is a deity, and also other things. Next, निर्विद्यते शिष्णो वै प्रजानन्दामृतार्तिनः उपस्थासित कामानां प्रियं तदुभयमाश्रय. So next, thereupon for sexual pleasure, begetting offspring and tasting heavenly nectar, the Lord developed the genitals, and thus there is the genital organ and its controlling deity, the Prajapati. The object of sexual pleasure and the controlling deity are under the control of the genitals of the Lord. So next, genitals appeared to have the sex, and also the Adhisthana Devata is a Prajapati. So that Adhisthana Devata, that post, is manifested there. Next, Utsisrukshordhatumalam nirvidyata vaigudam tatah payustato mitra utsarga ubhayashraya. So Chaitanya.
Thereafter, when he desired to evacuate the refuse of eatables, the evacuating whole anus and the sensory organ thereof developed along with the controlling deity Mitra. The sensory organ and evacuating substance are both under the shelter of the controlling deity.
Yeah. What is created now? So when he desired to expel the waste, then anus is created. Anus, Payu. And who is the deity? Mitra, Yama. No. Mrityu Yama. Yama. Yama is there, no? What is there? Mitra. Mitra is there. In the Tika it is given, huh? Okay, you see that. Next, Asisrupso Puraha Purya Nabidvaramapanataha Tatrapanastato Mrityu Prataktam Ubhayashrayam. So who is created next? What are the coming? Thereafter, when he desired to move from one body to another, the navel and the air of departure and death were combinedly created. The navel is the shelter for both, namely death and the separating force. So then navel came. Okay. Aditsoronnapananam asan kukshantra nadaya nadyaha samudrascha tayostushti puštistadashraye. Next, Tapo my Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. When there was a desire to have food and drink, the abdomen and the intestines and also arteries became manifested. The rivers and seas are the source of their sustenance and metabolism.
English पढ़ो ठीक से. So when there was a desire to have food and drink, the abdomen and the intestines and also arteries became manifested. The rivers and seas are the sources of the sustenance and metabolism. So what is created now? The stomach and the intestines. And intestines are created. That finished this. Next. And also their corresponding, in the Subodhini book, all these gross senses, subtle senses and sense devata and sense objects are given in the table. You all follow that. You can easily understand. And Prabhupada wrote in the purport, very easy understanding only. Purport is not having any complexity. So you can go through that. And remaining, Nididhyasoratmamayam Hridayam nirabhidyata tato manaschandra iti sankalpa kama evacha. Translation: when there was a desire to think about the activities of his own energy, then the heart, so the mind, the moon, the determination, all desires became manifested. So now next heart came. Heart. Heart and also Hridayam, Manaha, Chandra. Chandra is the controlling deity. Subject is the determination and desire. These are the sense objects for that. Next, Twakcharma Mamsarudhiram Rudhira Medho Majjasti Dhatava Bhumyaptejo Maya Sapta Prano Vyamam Bhuvayubhi. Translation: then 7 elements of the body, namely the thin layer on the skin, the skin itself, the flesh, blood, fat, marrow, and bone, are all made of earth, water, and fire, whereas the life breath is produced by the sky, water, and fire. So next is what is created? These dhatus, different dhatus, that means flesh, blood, fat, all are created, and prana. So Virat Purusha's flesh and blood and this, it doesn't mean that it's not like we are in this material planet Bhumandala, that's why we have this kind of body. If you go to the Surya Loka, you'll be having the different. And if you go to the Chandra Loka, you'll be having a different body. If you go to the Sarga Loka, you'll be having a different body. So then Virat Purusha, how he is having the body, that is, I don't know actually. But it's like same. Okay. Same like us, our body. Yeah. Blood is in red color or not, we should see. Devata's blood is in red color or not? You tell me first. Even we don't know color of the blood in the even on the earth where are various living entities. They have the different colors of the fluids inside the body. I don't know what are they. When you will become teacher, then your students will ask all these questions. It will be nice. Virat Purusha's blood is in which color? How many years? Those years are coming at one time or differently? What is that question? When it is connected, that Virat, Samishti Virat is connected to the Garbhodakaya Vishnu. Garbhodakaya Vishnu only is the Antaryami of that. Super soul means what kind of soul? That means Virat Purusha is not having the one soul actually. So Virat Purusha, that Deha is controlled by the Lord himself actually. Yes. We are not able to hear. I am not able to.
Hare Krishna. Actually, all description of Virat Purusha is nothing that this our body is like simple.
Yes.
So as we know, our body is like a mind is there, and soul is there, heart is there. Similarly, and super soul is also there. Similarly, Virat Purusha also having mind, heart, soul. So we wanted to ask, know whether soul, where Virat Purusha's super soul is staying, and Virat Purusha as a soul itself is. So
Virat
and it
Purusha.
enters. So because we saw samasti egg, it became body manifesting, it transformed three form: Adhyatma, Adidaiva, and Adibhuta, that manifested, and body is taking shape. But pran is not there. Unless pran, then pran also enters. Then pran is not sufficient. Their heart and mind, and then soul also a super soul also enter. Then it becomes life. So is there how where is the mention Virat Purusha is now becoming getting life, and how
There is no any individual soul in the Virat Purusha. That is not mentioned anywhere. But Brahmaji is also Samishti Purusha, and there is a one soul. But that total gross body, see, one way you can see, this is gross body. This gross body is having the subtle body. And there is Brahmaji. Connected actually, these are all. That means one way Brahmaji is what is that subtle body is Virat Purusha is. Now we are seeing the manifestation of gross body, and this manifestation of gross body, and also there is a subtle body of the Virat Purusha, and that is becoming that is producing the Brahmaji, and there is a soul. Like that only we hear. It's not that this Virat gross is also having one more soul. Brahma is only the Samishti Virat. That means there's a soul behind this. Behind this gross and subtle, who is there? Finally, the Chaturmukha Brahma.
also this is Mahasamasti and Samasti. Samasti in the sense like one egg is there. Mahasamasti means covered with 7 layers. You know?
Yes.
So, but this is only one Brahmanda.
One Brahmanda.
So similarly, so many Brahmandas are there.
Yes,
Okay. So what we say, just Mahasamasti, we say he Mahasamasti. What terms known as just like all so many Brahmandas created. Though,
Ananta Koti Brahmanda. मजा आ रहा है एक्चुअली क्वेश्चंस बाप रे next what is the shloka number 32 गुणात्मकानि इंद्रियाणि भूतादि प्रभवा गुणाः मनः सर्वविकारात्मा बुद्धिर्विज्ञान रूपिणी. Translation: the sense organs are attached to the modes of material nature, and the modes of material nature are products of the sleeping. No. The modes of material nature products of the false ego. The mind is subjected to all kinds of material experiences, happiness and distress, and the intelligence is further of the mind's deliberation. What is said here? So the connection between the mind, sense organs, and the false ego is explained here. Gunatmakan indriyani bhutadi pravaha gunaha manah. Next, etad bhagavato rupam sthulam te vyahrutam maya mahyadi vishchara chavarnair ashtabhir bahiravrutam. So then after that you will be seeing that thus by all these the external feature of the personality of Godhead is covered by gross forms such as those of planets which were explained to you by me. Etad bhagavatoh rupam sthulam te vyahrutam maya. This is what? Sthulam rupam. Etad bhagavatah sthulam rupam. This is. Finally, you got na? This is, and these are the legs. This is this Thulam Rupam. This one. That means this is divide into this Adhyatma, Adidaiva, Adibhautika, then that gave the Sthulam Rupam. Clear? Sukadeva Goswami is saying that I explained till now Sthulam Rupam. Translate. Prabhu? Virat form is imaginary. Is it imaginary? No. It is there. Yogi, you imagine. It doesn't mean that the form itself is imaginary.
Once also said post is created. Whether post is different and Adhisthana Devata is different, no? So
now also actually in this body, so for all this, because one example is given. He is breathing, that's why we are able to breathe. He is seeing, that's why we are able to see. That means that samishti, the overall together is this, and then Brahmaji is going to take those. That means Adhisthana Devatas. It's not that in my eye Adhisthana Devata is their sun. In your eye also is there or not? Yes. Everyone's eye is there. Not? That means, so then after that samishti, so then Brahmaji is going to allot for the each jiva portions of that.
Question is different. There is a created along with just like Adibhut, Adhyatma, Adidaiva. The Adidaiva means Adhisthana Devata, as you said. And you also said post, just like post created. So the post means any living entity can occupy the post, just like sun is the post, then one become different demigods become sun and living entity. So here is a Adhisthana Devata means living entity, not post. So how to, whether living entity created, and also there are Jan, Ajan Devata is there as mentioned. Whether these are now or they are eternal or post means, so can you please clarify? Because they are all elements I have a Adhisthana Devata, this eternal pure devotee. They are in spiritual world also. That also mentioned. Jan, Ajan Devata.
Yes, Prabhu. I understood. So in your eye is there, Adhisthana Devata is there or not? Yes? Whether it is a post or the person, what is there? Tell me. Here Indra is Surya sitting. Surya person? No. Surya. That principle actually. The active principle, the Surya Devata principle is in the eye. And person is in the Surya planet. Similarly, that like how we have principle, the total principle is created in that. And behind that, there is one allotment will be done later. Who is going to do that allotment? So allotment will be done by the Brahmaji. Translation, thus by all this, the external feature of the personality of Godhead is covered by gross form. Okay. Mahyadibhihi cha avaranair ashtabhihi bahiravrutam. Yeah. Only few things I will mention. Sthulam means, this Sthulam is known as, this is known as what? Samishti. Samishti Virat. Okay? Samishti Sangyam. This is getting this notation of Samishti Sangya. And this along with the, you see the Sridhar Asana Chakra Thakur commentary. What he is saying? Mahyadibhihi. That means Mahyadibhischa avaranai ashtabhihi bahiravrutam. This is covered with the this. This is covered with the 8 layers. That means this is covered with the 8 layers. Yes, that is known as Mahasamishti Srishti. Is given. 8 also you can take, 7 also you can take. Okay, that's why along with the cover we known as Mahasamishti, and simply it is known as Samishti. Samishti. This is the point actually. Here he is explaining this notation. Next, 34. Atah param sukshmatamam avyaktam nirvisheshanam anadi madhya nidhanam nityam vangmanasparam. Translation. Therefore, beyond this, that means gross manifestation, is a transcendental manifestation finer than the finest form. It has no beginning, no intermediate stage, and no end. Therefore, it is beyond the limits of expression or mental speculation and is distinct from the material conception. This translation is from another Acharya actually, not from the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Very good. Next, Nirvisheshanam. It's not Nirvishesha form. What is that? This is Nirvisheshanam. That means it is not having any shape or any form. That means this is the Sukshmam Linga Sariram. The Linga Sariram of the Virat Samishti is said in this. 34 sloka is telling about what? The subtle Virat. That Atra Sukshmam. Sukshmam is there na? Ahata Patah Param Sukshma. Atah Param means this is the gross Stulam. Atah Param means other than the Stulam there is Sukshmam. And Avyaktam. Avyaktam means it is, you cannot identify that. That means distinctly. So that is the form actually. Dvitiyam Labhyate. There is another Virat that is known as Sukshma Virat. Linga Sariram Ati Sukshmam Maya Rupam. It is also Maya Rupam, but in the translation you are seeing the transcendental manifestation. Definitely it is not from the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, maybe from other Acharya. If you take the in between suddenly one Acharya's commentary, it is difficult then. So you have to go with the entire description actually. Okay. So but that's why sometimes Prabhupada goes like that. So you have to know that point. So but it's not the transcendental form. This Linga Sariram is Sukshma is also material only. Maya Rupam is clearly written here. And it is said in the coming slokas how it is described in the coming sloka. This Linga Sariram. Amone Bhagavadrupe Maya te hyanu varnite ube api na gruhnanti Maya srishte vipaschita. So now the time is over, actually our time. I started 15 minutes late, 3:15. Now I will go with the another half an hour. 3:45. I'll finish this chapter. There are some points are there. By reading, you cannot understand that. Many cannot understand. Maybe few understand. So that's why let me finish. Otherwise, you will feel difficulty. Next, in this 35, I'm giving, and also these details are not necessary in this chapter, but you should know the overall idea of the chapter, that's all. So, and what sense and what is coming, this is very difficult also to remember. In exam also, we don't ask, okay? But you should explain the overall theme. What is this chapter, how it is going. So now, okay, 35th sloka is saying that, Amoni Bhagavad Rupe, there are two forms. Bhagavad Rupe is said because neophyte yogis, they just simply impose this Lord in this form. Actually here it is not the transcendental Bhagavad Rupa. So it is just Virat Rupa's gross form and subtle form. These two are what? Ube api na gruhnanti maya srushte vipaschitaha. That means devotees, pure devotees will not take these two forms. That means they out from this, they are beyond this. That means, and otherwise you can take like this, devotees they don't take means, devotees they don't meditate on this gross form or the subtle form of the Virat. Only the neophyte yogis, they meditate. Understanding? Pure devotees they don't take means they don't meditate on this. These two forms are of course belong to the Lord's form, but Lord's material form, these two. So these are all not meant for the worship. These are all not meant for the meditation for the pure devotees. Understand? Huh? Accepted? Neither neither of the above forms of the Lord, as just described unto you from the material, is accepted. Neither is said na bhai either. Starting neither is there. Okay. Next, that's why subtle and gross are not accepted by, are not, that means yeah, pure devotees. Next, savacha vachakataya Bhagavan Brahma Rupa Druk Nama Rupa Kriya Dhatte Sakarma Karmakah Paraha. Next, we are going to see from here secondary creation. What we saw three are manifesting. One is gross Virat, subtle Virat, and another is from the subtle Virat one who is coming, Chaturmukha Brahma. These three are the together. Actually, these three are coming from this total, that samishti. Okay. Now, what we discussed about how grass is manifesting, and also we understood what is subtle Virat, and now क्या चाहिए? नेट चेक करना है, देखिए बाद में आ जाओ थोड़ा सा, हाफ एन आवर के बाद. हाँ क्या छोड़ कुछ. So next, what is that? So third thing is remind. Hare Krishna, somehow power off, so we are connecting back. So okay, now so third person is remaining now here. That is Chaturmukha Brahma. So forehead Brahma. So what he is going to do, that is explained now coming slokas from the 36 onwards. So see that Brahma Rupa Druk, Bhagavan Brahma Rupa Druk. That means this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's manifestation only. That Virat Purusha is also coming from him, gross Virat and subtle Virat, and also so the The Chaturmukha Brahma is also Guna Avatara of the Lord. Okay, and that's why Lord in the form of Brahma, Brahma Rupa Druk means Lord only. It's a Lord's incarnation. So what he did, Nama Rupa Kriya Dhatte Sakarma Karmakah Paraha. So that means he created various entities. What are those? Prajapatin Manun Devan Rushin Pitruganan Prutak Siddhacharana Gandharvan Vidyadhrasur Guhyakan Kinnarapsaraso Nagan Sarpan Kim Purushan Naran Matrurakshas Pishashamscha Preta Bhuta Vinayakan Kushmandonmadavetalan Yatudhanan Granapi Khagan Mrugan Pashun Rakshan Girindrupa Saresrupan Dividha Chaturvida Yenye Jalastalana Jalastalana Bhaukasaha Kushala Kushala Mishra Karmanam Gatayastvimaha. Translation Chaitanya Jiva. जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना.
O king, know from me that all living entities are created by the Supreme Lord according to their past deeds. The living entities include Brahma and his sons like Daksha, the periodical heads like Vaivasvata Manu, the demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varuna, the great sages like Bhrigu, Vyasa, and Vashishta, the inhabitants of Pitriloka and Siddhaloka, the Charanas, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, Asuras, Yakshas, Kinnaras, and angels, the serpents, the money-shaped Kimpurushas, the human beings, the inhabitants of Matriloka, the demons, Pishachas, ghosts, spirits, lunatics, and evil spirits, the good and evil stars, the goblins, the animals in the forest, the birds, the household animals, the reptiles, the mountains, the moving and standing living entities, the living entities born from embryos, from eggs, from perspiration, and from seeds, and all others, whether they be in the water or on land or in the sky, in happiness, in distress, or in mixed happiness and distress, all of them, according to their past deeds, are created by the Supreme Lord.
Yeah. So that means in this body of this Virat, so there are here the lotus feet. So in that feet, so various planets are arranged actually like this. So here Brahmaji is sitting and in this flower. So he is creating and the various species and keeping in this, all this. Huh? Yes, why not? So Brahmaji in the form of Brahmaji, created Supreme Lord in the form of Brahmaji. That's a Brahma Rupa Druk. Bhagavan Brahma Rupa Druk is already said. Next, Sattvam Rajastamayite. All these inhabitants, you know, na, this number. These will be seeing in the how he is creating from by process. You will be understanding in the 3rd canto 20th chapter. All these continuation. Next, Sattvam Rajastamayite Tesraha Sura Lunaraka Narakaha Tatrapyekakashorajan Vidyante Gatayastritha Yadaikakataronyabhyam Swabhava Upahanyate. Translation. So according to the different modes of material nature, the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, and the mode of darkness, there are different living creatures who are known as demigods, human beings, and hellish living entities. O king, even a particular mode of nature being mixed with the other two is divided into 3, and thus each kind of living creature is influenced by other modes and acquires its habits also. That means now this mixed, these living entities, how they are so behaving. 3 modes mixed into 9, 9 into the 81, 81 into 81, like that. So varieties of the natures are developed and varieties of the creatures' bodies are developed. So few list is given previously in the 37, 38, 39, 40. And it is simply said, in general, it is said that many more, like 84 lakhs of species are coming from this. Next, Saivedam Jagadhata Bhagavan Dharma Rupadruk Pushnate Stapayan Vishyam Tiryang Narasuradibhi. So translation, he, the personality of Godhead, as the maintainer of all in the universe appears in different incarnations after establishing the creation, and thus he reclaims all kinds of the conditioned souls among us, the humans, the non-humans, and the demigod. Sayevedam Jagadhata Bhagavan Dharma Rupa Druk Pushnati Sthapayan Vishwam. So like this Lord is, so that one, that's Karnanasai Vishnu, how much he did you see? He created, and all the living entities are kept in this, the individual bodies. So he maintains like this. Dharma means here you should take Vishnu. Dharma Rupa Druk. So here in the previously creation we saw, okay, till 41 sloka, 37 to, sorry, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. These are the creation. That means Brahmaji is doing that activity. And 42 is what? Is the Vishnu. In the form of Vishnu, he is maintaining. Pushnati means maintenance. This 42 sloka is done by whom? Vishnu. That's the maintenance. (37 to 47) Visarga is explained. Visarga is over already by the 41. And 42 is telling about the that same Bhagavan. That means this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So in the form of Brahmaji, he is creating all living entities, and from him only Vishnu is coming, and he is maintaining all these living entities. And also from him, so another Rudra is also coming. Rudra is also Gunavatar of the Lord, and he is in the form of Rudra, he is annihilating. Those points are said. In the 42, maintenance is said, and in the 43, destruction. See that Tatah Kalagnir Tatah Kalagni Rudratma Yat Srustimidam Sanniyachati Tatkale Ghanani Kamivanilaha. So in the 43, so in the form of Rudra. Thereafter, at the end of the millennium, the Lord himself in the form of Rudra, the destroyer, will annihilate the complete creation as the wind displaces the clouds. What is that? Kala Rudratma. In the previous way, Dharma Rupa Druk. Before that, Brahma Rupa Druk. These three. Next, Ittam Bhavena Katito Bhagavan Bhagavattamah Nettam Bhavena Hi Param Drashtum Arhanti Surayah. So next, the great transcendentalist does describe the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the pure devotees deserve to see more glorious things in transcendence beyond these features. Naittam bhavena drashtum arhanti surayaha bhagavattamah. We'll see. Ittam bhavena srashtutvadi rupena tasmadva tasmadatmanah akashah sambhutah so akamayata bahusyam rajaya ityadi katidah Surya Kechitu Shuddha Bhakti Mantastu Param Kevalam Vesvasrishtyadi Rupena Drashtum Narhanti Kintu Vaikuntada Swadhamani Chidvibhutau Swapreyasyadibihi Viharamanatvena Ityardaha. So what he is saying here, after saying this, see, pure devotional service is established in this. So who is going to see like this Lord? That means seeing the Lord as the creator in the form of Brahma. So he is creating in the form of the Vishnu, he is maintaining in the form of the Rudra, he is destroying. So who is going to see these kind of activities? So not the pure devotees, but pure devotees. Sukadeva Goswami is saying that pure devotees want to see the Lord in the Vaikunta with his consort and his activities there. This is the desire of the pure devotees. Okay. That's why Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also saying in the starting of this chapter. So we were seeing this creation activities is, that means Maya activities are through Maya only. He is doing this, na Vishnu, this Srishti Leela. So who is interested for this? The people who are engrossed in the Maya. So Vahinina Taptamangam. So Vahini Taptangam Vahinina Upashamyati. So the same principle here. For them, Maya activities, Maya Leelas are interesting, and they need this. But for these pure devotees, the transcendental activities in the spiritual abode they want to see. Okay, Sadhguru Prabhu, your understanding. So here, ittam bhavena katito Bhagavan Bhagavatama na ittam bhavena surayah drashtum arhanti. They don't like to see like this. नास्य कर्मणि जन्मादौ परस्यानुविधीयते कर्तृत्व प्रतिषेधार्थं माययारोपितं हि तत्. Translation: there is no direct engineering by the Lord for the creation and destruction of the material world. What is described in the Vedas about his direct interference is simply to counteract the idea the material nature is the creator. So what is said here? Chakravarti Pad. बहुत आगे अच्छा अच्छा so that means these activities, whatever we are creation activities, na asya karmani janmadau, these activities are not asya karmani. That means these activities are not belong to the Lord in the spiritual world. Pure devotees always meditate on the Supreme Lord in the spiritual abode. That way, and how they see these activities? Mayaya. That means yatah mayaya tat aropitam sushthyadinam gunakaryatvad bahirangaya eva kartrutvam paramapurushe aropitam iti matkrutam api idam mat swamitva tena parameshwarena krutam natu vastutah parameshwara swarupena kruta ityartha. That means these activities, this creating Mahat and different planets and filling those, giving the bodies, these are all Lord is not doing with his Swarupa Shakti. He is doing these are all with the Maya Shakti. So that's why they see these activities are all done by the Lord's Maya. But since that Maya is his Shakti only, is non-different from him and seen as his activities. But actually Maya is doing, but he is in his Swarupa and is transcendental to all these activities, and he is in the spiritual abode. He is performing his sweet pastimes along with his Swarupa Shakti. Like this they see. That's why na asya karmani. That means these are all not belong to him. The engineering by the Lord for the creation and destruction of this material world. No direct engineering. He is not doing these activities directly. Okay, next. 46. Ayam tu brahmana kalpaha savikalpah udahruta vidihi sadharano yatra sarga prakruta vaikrutaha. It will take another 10-15 minutes. Huh? I thought it will be finished, but 15 minutes it will take. 4 बज जाएगा. अयं तु ब्रह्मणः कल्पः सविकल्प उदाहृतः विधि साधारण यत्र सर्गः प्राकृत वैकृतः. So these are all activities. That means Karananusaya Vishnu glancing and producing this Brahmanda and happening this. These are all happening in which kalpa? A Brahmaji is having how many days? 30 days he is having in a month. That means 30 kalpas are there in one. Kalpa means one day. So like this 30 days are there. So like this he's till now 50 years he finished. 51st year started. In that is the first day. In that also 7th Manvantara is going on. So now this happened in which kalpa of all these? The first day, first kalpa. That is a Brahma kalpa. In that kalpa, these activities all happened. These actions. In that only. But Brahmaji is creating these Jivatmas. So this is happening every kalpa. Secondary creation. But before that, this creation of Brahmanda and also 1000 years he's keeping that in the Jatra, that Samishti Virat, and then after that, so from that Stula Virat is coming, and that also Sukshma Virat is there, and Brahmaji is there. These are all happening in Uchkalpa. Only one time it happens in the Brahmaji's whole life. That is the first day it will happen. Okay, na? Next. Here you have to know what are the various kalpas. Here commentary is given. See that. Very important. I will ask the names of the kalpas. Write the names of 30 kalpas. 30 kalpas. So one kalpa, 1/5. That means 5 marks. 6 marks. 5 marks. Sweta kalpa, Dvitiya is Nela Lohita kalpa, third is Vamadeva Srutihi. Nela Lohita, Gathantara, Raurava, Prana, Brahat kalpa, Kandara kalpa, Kandarpa, Sadyota, Ishana, Dhyana, Saraswata, Udana, Garuda, Kurma, Narasimha, Samadhi, Agneya, Vishnuja, Saura, Somakalpa, Bhavana, Supama, Vaikuntha, Archisha, Valikalpa, Vairajakalpa, Gauri Kalpa, Maheshwara Kalpa. Last Kalpa is Pitru Kalpa. Pitru Kalpa. Last Kalpa is Pitru Kalpa. Huh, bro? Huh? I don't ask anyway, leave it. No. But you should remember this last kalpa, Pitru Kalpa, is also known as Padma Kalpa. And you will be seeing in the 3rd canto, 11th chapter, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary. In the that 11th chapter, once again, you will be seeing in the 30 something, sloka number, one second. Sloka number 37. In sloka number 37, you will be seeing Padma Kalpa is also known as the first day of the second Parartha is also known as Padma Kalpa. Or otherwise, the beginning day Brahma Kalpa is also known as Padma Kalpa. Or otherwise, the last day of the first Parartha is also known as Padma Kalpa. It is three different, because that is important now. You should remember. Now next coming. Okay, now Shaunaka is next 47. Parimanam cha kalasya kalpa lakshanam vigraham yata purastad vyakyasye padmam kalpamato shrunu. So translation, O king, I shall in due course explain the measurement of time in its gross and subtle features with the specific symptoms of each. But for the present, let me explain unto you the Padmakalpa. What here Sukadeva Goswami is saying, he is going to explain about Padmakalpa. Jay Gopinath Prabhu, yes.
So could you repeat that Padmakalpa in 3 places? One is
Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying someone take the first day of the second Parartha is known as Padmakalpa. That means this day, the current day. Or otherwise, the here in this Jiva Goswami writing for this commentary, this sloka commentary, 46 sloka commentary, Pitrukalpa eva Prathama Parardhante Padma Nimitta Lokatvat Padma Uchite. That means Pitrukalpa is also known as Padmakalpa. Because at that time, all the lokas are taking the shape of Padma. That's why that is known as Padmakalpa. Behind. Achha. Important point this is Padmakalpa. Last day of first Parartha. First Parartha is also Padmakalpa. Next, first day of or first day of this second Parartha. Second Parartha. What is Parartha? 50 years. Or otherwise, first day of first Parartha. Like this. Huh? Brahmakalpa is only one kalpa only. That is the first day of first Parartha is only known as Brahmakalpa. Because that time Brahmaji is getting birth. That's why it is known as Brahmakalpa. But other days, no, we should not say Brahmakalpa. Jay Gopinath Prabhu.
Prabhu, you now mentioned, I repeat, the first day of the second Parartha is called Padmakalpa. The Pitrukalpa is also called as Padmakalpa.
Pitrukalpa means Pitrukalpa comes every month. So, but the last day of the 50th first Parartha, last day of the first Parartha is known as that means just a day before. Today is the first day of the Parartha, na? Second
so two Padmakalpas come consecutively, like the last day of the first Parartha and the first day of the 51st year or the second Parartha.
No, Prabhu. Actually, some people they take like this. Padmakalpa means some people take like that, like that, like that, like that. I am keeping R, Prabhu. You're seeing here. The last day of the first Parartha is also known as Padmakalpa. Some people say. And some people say first day of the second Parartha as the Padmakalpa. And some people say the first day of the first Parartha as the Padmakalpa. Clear?
So these are various versions people say what is a Padmakalpa
means. Pitrikalpa is the last day. Every month last day is known as Pitrikalpa. That is also known as Padmakalpa in the first Parartha. Last day. First Parartha. Every last day is Pitrikalpa. But in the first Parartha, last day, that is Pitrukalpa, is also known as Padmakalpa. Some people take like that. Some people, Kechit Ahuhu. Bro?
Kalpa appear little puzzling for laymen. They are puzzling. Different millenniums known as a Brahma, Padma, or Varaha Kalpa appear a little puzzling for the layman. There are some scholars who think these Kalpa to be one and same. According to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Brahma Kalpa is the beginning of the first half appears to be the Padma Kalpa. We can know, however, simply abide by text and understand that present
Where it is written?
That is a 3:11:38.
3:11:38. Yes. Yes. There are versions are there like that. So now, what is going to happen now? How it is going to affect us? Why we are focusing on Padma Kalpa? So now here in the 47th sloka, what Sukadeva Goswami is saying, I am going to tell about the Padma Kalpa. So that means whether we should take this first day of this Parartha, or the last day of the previous Parartha, or the first day of the first Parartha, that's not clear. Different opinions are there. Okay, anyway, we understood that every Parartha, every yuga is telling about the Ashray Tattvam as Bhagavan. We proved this or not? That's why no need to worry. Any Kalpa story, we have no need to worry. That is already Jiva Goswami proved that. Saunakuvacha. Yadahano bhavan suta kshatta bhagavatottamaha chachara tirthani bhuvas tyaktva bandhun sudastyajan. Translation. Saunak Rishi, after hearing all about the creation, inquired from Suta Goswami about Vidura, for Suta Goswami had previously informed him how Vidura left home, leaving aside all his relatives who were very difficult to live. Now story turns into different direction. Here Vidura and Saunaka is turning this. Saunaka is asking question to Suta Goswami. So what happened to that Vidura? So he left his home. So on that day, what happened on that day? So assembly, everyone is sitting, Dhritarashtra and Duryodhan. So there is a discussion for the fighting actually, whether we need to fight or not, or that kind of discussion is going. It's about the fighting only. So on that court, Vidura entered and he started giving the good suggestions for them. So then immediately Duryodhan is started giving the that means bad words he used. You ate my food, you ate my salt, and you are speaking in the another's opposite enemy's side. What is this? And like this, he was using very hard, strong words. Then after that, Vidura, he simply keep quiet and he left. Enough is enough. Whatever that archery, and the arrows, everything, he kept at the door of that court and he left. I don't want to involve in this. And he started traveling into the different tirthas and he's meeting the Uddhava. And by the time already fighting is over. He's meeting the Uddhava and also Maitreya like this. That means Vidura left before the fighting, before the Kurukshetra battle, Vidura left. So Vidura left, he heard, and then he's asking, Vidura left, why he left? Saunaka is asking why he left. He left and after fighting, he comes back. And he instructed Dhritarashtra, what you are doing in the first canto, you will be seeing. You are simply staying here and eating your enemy's food. And what is the life you are? You have so much attachment for your body. So come out from this. So like that, he was scolding him and he took away. So that story he heard na Saunaka. That's why Saunaka is asking. Before the battlefield, all of a sudden he left all the relatives and he went off. How he went off? What is the reason? That is the question he asked. Then Kshattuh Kausharavestasya Samvadodyatma Samshritaha Yadvasa Bhagavan Tasmai Pushtastatvamuvachaha Bruhinastadidam Saumya Vidurasya Vicheshtitam Bandhu Tyaga Nimittam Cha Yathaiva Gatavan Punah. Translation. Saunaka Rishi said, let us know, please, what topics were discussed between the Vidura and Maitreya, who talked on transcendental subjects, and what was inquired by Vidura and replied by Maitreya. Also, please let us know the reasons for Vidura's giving up the connection of his family members and why he again came home. Please also let us know the activities of Vidura while he was in the places of pilgrimage. So he left and he before the battle and he came after that. So he's asking how he met the Maitreya and what he asked. What he asked. Then Suta is saying, Raja Parikshita Prushto Yadavo Chanma Muni Tadvobhidhasye Shrunuta Ragna Prashnanusarata. So finally, Sota Goswami, Sri Sota Goswami explained, I shall now explain to you the very subjects explained by the great sages in answer to King Parikshit's inquiries. Please hear them attentively. One second, this. Raja Prushta iti ayamardha yad yuyam pruchyata. Yad yuyam pruchyata idameva raja api sukham prashtavan. Sukha api Vidura Maitreya samvadam puruskrutya ye purvam ragna krutaha prashna tadanusarena sarvam avochat tadeva tad evam vo abhidhasya. So there is a big mystery. What is saying here, Suta? Trying to understand this. Saunaka asked questions to Suta or not? Saunaka is asking questions to Suta. In that 6 questions he asked. Saunaka the Rishis. The first chapter itself. Okay. Then after that, King Parikshit is asking questions to Sukadeva Goswami or not? Yes. So now Sota Goswami, what he is saying? Yad ayamardha yad yuyam pruchyata. That means Sota Goswami is telling to Saunaka, you people, whatever you asked, idameva raja api sukham prashtavan. Those questions only. So Parikshit asked the Sukadeva Goswami. And Sukadeva Goswami, to answer those questions, Sukadeva Goswami also took the Vidura Maitreya Samvada. Okay? Vidura Maitreya Samvada, keeping that. So through that, because Vidura also asked same questions to Maitreya. So that's why the same questions, answers, that means whatever Maitreya gave, those are the answers for the Parikshit questions answers also. And those will be answers for the Saunaka's questions also. So that's why now what is the meaning you should understand. So Sukadeva Goswami answered Parikshit questions by the conversation between the Vidura and Maitreya, and and that same thing Suta Goswami is telling to the Saunaka Rishis. This is the understanding. Understanding? Logic is clear? I will ask this. How to make question on this? Huh? Why? Why not question? I must. You can write a question on this. Otherwise, you will forget. If you write question, then you will remember. So, how the questions? How the questions asked by the Maitreya and Parikshit are answered? How the question? That means you should write. These are answered by the discussing the conversation between Vidura and the Maitreya. So that means Parikshit's questions are answered by the Sukadeva Goswami through the conversation of this, and that same conversation Sukadeva Goswami is also taking up. So that's why, like that, Saunaka's questions also answered. You should write like this. Huh? 2 marks. Yes. You are not writing? You are ready to go. 4 o'clock, I should not take more. Huh? Huh? Question is, so how the questions asked by Saunaka and Parikshit are answered. Okay, purport. Any question that is put forward may be answered by quoting the authority, and that satisfies the Sener section. That is the system even in the law court. The best lawyer gives evidence from the past judgment of the court without taking much trouble to establish his case. This is called the parampara system, and learned authorities follow it without manufacturing rubbish interpretations. Ishvara Paramakrishna. Let us all obey the Supreme Lord, whose hand is in everything without exception. Okay, so we should quote the someone's evidence and to answer these things. Someone's answers is the best way. So the end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the second canto 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Bhagavatam is the answer to all your questions. My God. Thank you very much. After a long journey, almost one canto. It's a big journey. My God. 2 chapters, that is small chapters otherwise. Okay, so you people, so take it positively, whatever I said. Anything is there in any hurting to your heart or anything is not digestible, so leave it and take positive things. And next canto will be started by our Sri Kesava Prabhu. Monday onwards he will be teaching. 5 chapters he will teach. Once again, 6th chapter is creation, and I will be coming. Because nobody is going to take that chapter, so what should I do? I should take. Nobody is interested in creation. And so many actually. In 3rd canto also is like total 5 chapters are like that. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is prayers, and also 10 is like that. 11 is like that. 20th is like that. Huh? Because Sukadeva Goswami wanted us to become pure devotees. So understand these leelas. So anyway, you understood Srishti Leela today clearly. It says how this Sthola Virat is produced, Sukshma Virat is produced, and also Chaturmukha Brahma. So, and that is the whole discussion. Adi Daivika, Adi Bodhika, Adhyatmika categorization means nothing but the creating of the Sthola Virat. Okay, from the Sukshma Virat, Brahmaji is coming. So you just understand the whole summary of this. And initial slokas, I already made the questions, but this process I am not going to ask any question on this. So on the just how the senses, gross, subtle, and sense controlling deities are for what, this thing I will not ask. Okay. Only that if I ask, then the process, the phenomena, or the total process I will ask. Or the chapter organization I will ask. How the chapter is organized. So that I will ask actually. So that means first this is, and then after that, you don't need to write the details. You should write. So this is the happening. Sthola Purusha, Sukshma is produced. Then after Sthola and Sukshma are not accepted by the pure devotees. Then after that, next Brahmaji is doing the secondary creation, and that secondary creation he did, and then maintenance is done by in the form of Supreme Lord only. So Supreme Lord is doing the maintenance, and Rudra, in the form of Rudra, he is doing the annihilation. Then this is, so these are the activities. Pure devotees, they don't see these activities as the activities of the Lord. They see these are the activities of the Maya. So like this, and they are not interested in this, and they are interested in only the sweet pastimes. This is a summary of this. Okay, thank you very much for patient and kind hearing. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai.